A little bit of good fortune, and we would have done nicely yesterday. Only a smattering of selections. I was focusing on Paulson because they lost their opening match, but absolutely emphatic yesterday. No real trading angle there, but that's what I was waiting for. That kind of a reaction. The opening day of the season, losing to Dukla Prague, they had to get something back. League One, Wycombe and Exeter. A late lay of Exeter scoring a late goal. Very low liability. Started at about 1.1 for the lay of Exeter, and Wycombe were really going for it in the last knockings, but of course the clock was not their friend. Looking at the Champions League yesterday, we were a goal away from starting what would have been an excellent recovery for Rangers, but I'm afraid VAR getting in the way again. Perfectly timed as well, because the market's thinking this is 2-3, bit of extra time. They usually get 2 goals at home, Rangers, in the Champions League first legs, but it was just a very, very efficient Club Brugge. 3 shots on target, 3 goals there, bang. But a very good lay at 1.06. Very good lay, considering it was a Champions League, and Rangers have that ability to score 2 goals at home, usually keeping a clean sheet. And with Red Star Belgrade and Paphos, this is an interesting technique for you to think about. We were unlucky because Red Star Belgrade's reaction to the Paphos opening goal was what I wanted to see from an in-play stats perspective. They did all I asked, 8 shots on target, but only 8 total shots, 2 shots on target, 5 kicks, 5 corners to 1 in the first half. Really good reaction to going a goal down. And they continued that because of that pressure on the goalkeeper for their opponent. So Paphos, the second goal was a penalty, and I can't legislate for penalties. Simple as that. That's just unlucky on our part, and Bruno Duarte looks like he missed the pen and then followed up. But it was certainly that 1-2. You've got a chance to get out. How? If you top up here. We've got involved here at 0-1. We're in a losing position because Red Star Belgrade didn't score the next goal, but Red Star Belgrade's in-play stats are so good that I like to stay in. So what I do here, 0-2 up, you're getting shorter odds for Paphos, so you lay them at shorter odds. You're getting about 14s for Red Star Belgrade. Don't forget, we've got a whole half to go for a 1.57 home favourite. That's a little bit too dismissive, particularly the second goal being a penalty. That 1-2 would have got you out of the trade with, for me, a £6 profit because I topped up here. Get you out of jail. We did have that inkling initially that this lot are very defensively set up. They really did a number over Dynamo Kiev, and now 1.57 Red Star Belgrade have been kept in their place as well. Just a single goal coming via a penalty. So that's something I hope to show you in the live stream. Next time we have a problem where we get 0-1 to 0-2, you do have the opportunity to top up here. You can back Red Star Belgrade at even better odds, so that when they do score, if they do score, the averages for breaking even will drop and you'll have a good chance of cashing out. So that's something to remember. Hopefully in the live stream at the weekend, we'll have an opportunity to show you this. That was really it yesterday. We were waiting for the Rangers' second goal. Didn't arrive. Well, it did arrive, but it got disallowed. What a pity. Looking on to today, Bolton and Reading. So let's have just a quick look through the research here. Bolton and Reading. They should have really beaten 10-man Barnsley, Bolton, but 1-1. That ended. So they won't be happy with that. No win away in 2. They won their sole home match against Plymouth. 3 out of 3 defeats, conceding 2 goals at least for Reading in English League One. Are they part of our look here? Not initially. But they look vulnerable, don't they, Reading? Unless they can turn the tide. Bolton very, very unimpressed against 10 men. They couldn't take advantage. They were dominating the in-play stats. English League 2, Notts County, draw, loss, loss. Both teams scoring. Draw, loss, loss, failing to score. So we've got stark contrast. This is an I'll get me coat match, isn't it? It's not quite Los Galacticos, this lot, is it? So I'm not going to be spending too long deciphering a couple of dodge bots. Champions League, don't forget, it's first legs. So we might not have an angle this evening. Certainly have an angle for the second legs with the first leg scorelines. Copenhagen did impress against Malmo. But 2.3 the favourites, giving both sides a chance. And these are two sides you'd have expected to at least get to the group stages, Basel and Copenhagen. They've been involved in the group stages in years gone by, but it's too tough to call. Bodo Glimt are given a vote of confidence at 1.62 against the Austrian side Sturm Graz. I know little about from a European perspective. We know a lot about Bodo Glimt, the Norwegian side. But for me, you saw Red Star Belgrade 1.57 lose 1-2. I would not be taking these odds on to heart. This is a big ask guess, don't forget. How on earth can you gauge these two sides against each other when they're very rarely going to meet? Celtic against Almaty. And the market tends to get Almaty matches correct, and Celtic really should take this lot to town, unless it's going to be a very defensive Almaty side. Rangers are doing a great job in the Champions League, albeit yesterday that 1-3 loss. Celtic expected to comfortably deal with the Kazakhstan side. Fenerbahce against Benfica. This is a fascinating affair. Benfica have the quality, and they were still playing Champions League football at the beginning of 2025, so they are expected to go deep. The special one taught Robin van Persie a lesson over 2 legs. That was very impressive management from him. Had to win that second leg and did. 2.55, absolutely wide open. But I was very impressed with Benfica's performance against Nice. We will see. And that's it this evening. It's a very tough coupon. It's probably, well, I don't know if I'm going to be up for it, to be honest with you. It's only 6 matches and it's a 2 a.m. start. It doesn't appeal to me at all as a good use of my time. Professional Development League at 1 o'clock. Well, if you're up and about at lunchtime, probably over 2.5 goals, you'd say. Danish First Division, keep the goals coming. Got an odds on favourite away from home. So I'm not sure if I'll be up and about for 6 matches with a 2 a.m. start. I don't think, particularly as English League 1, English League 2 and first legs in the Champions League. I'd like to be up and about tomorrow, far more than today, with a 5:30 and 6 o'clock start and a greater volume of matches to work off, which gives us a greater chance of a successful play. But today's coupon is very poor. First legs, as you saw yesterday, do these odds-on favourites really need to panic if they're a goal down? Because they are the better side. Celtic, well, you saw Real Madrid at 1.27. They failed to score before half-time. 1.13, you're expecting a goal at least before half-time. But we might see attack v defence here and an unexpected defensive display from Almaty. That's what tends to happen. It's a very tough coupon. 2.5 the favourite, 2.35 the favourite as well. Telling you these are impossible to call. Bolton and Reading as well has its own holes. And Notts County and the Shrews, 2 sides struggling in the first 3 matches, look totally and utterly unreliable, particularly at odds-on. So you might not hear from me today. Just keep an eye on the tennis as well. You've got the US Open happening soon. And indeed, today, 4 o'clock start. So I will certainly, I think, be up and about when I'm battling against these dogs. I'll be up and about for 4 o'clock, I think, for the US Open, and maybe pass on some plays to you if you can understand the entry points. It's similar to the football. So we'll be looking at Jay Clark winning the first set, for example. Don't forget, it's 5 sets. Sorry, this is qualifier, so I'm not sure if it's 5 sets or not. But the US Open is with us soon. And before this dog starts irritating the bleep out of me, I think I'll wind up the video. They bark over nothing. And they have a nice chorus, these Thai dogs. 3 a.m. If you're interested, come over. Because they all join in a nice little sing-song every 3 a.m. It's wonderful to hear. That's why Thailand is so amazing. And I've got so many big bags under my eyes. Have a great day today. Doesn't greatly appeal on paper. I'll let you know if I do turn up for a 2 a.m. start for only 6 matches. Probably not today. Tomorrow, certainly. Friday sees the start of the German Bundesliga and Italian Serie A. So we've got that to look forward to, the German Bundesliga on Friday. And the elite leagues will all be with us on Saturday and Sunday. West Ham against Chelsea, another London derby for Chelsea on Friday. Difficult one. PSG against Angers, should be a comfortable home win. Bayern Munich playing Leipzig in what it could arguably be described as a derby-style match. Leipzig not really been splashing the cash pre-season. Irish Premier Division, Irish First Division, I will do the research for you for those as well. And we've got Betis against Alaves. This is a Betis who need to get a win. They drew their opening match of the season. But as you can see now, all of the elite leagues have returned. We've got the Germans, the Italians, the Spanish, French, Dutch, English. Fantastic stuff. And it's a decent enough Friday coupon as well. We've got a newly promoted side likely to be vulnerable as well against Gorica. So I'll have to decide a bit later on whether I'm going to be up at 2 a.m. just for 6 matches. Probably not, I would say. It does take a lot out of me, and I would prefer to have the amount of matches I had yesterday if I'm staying up that late. I will say goodbye to you, and I'll just confirm on Telegram whether I will be up at 7:45 for you. I don't expect to be. Have a great day. See you again tomorrow.